We're in a very trashy area today. I'm going to try something a little new with the Equinox 800. I'm going to do something I don't do a lot of. I'm going to do some cherry picking today. Yep, cherry picking. Nope, I'm not making a pie. But this area is very, very trashy. And as a result of that, it's not really able to be hunted efficiently by a lot of machines. Because for no other reason, you get tired of digging trash real fast and want to move on to somewhere else where you don't have to dig so much trash. I know there's more gold here because I've taken the time to work through a lot of that trash before and actually found a couple of nice pieces in the trash. So instead of setting up strictly for gold hunting today, I'm going to run the Equinox in some settings that'll allow cherry picking. I don't know how close to stock I'll stay on this in gold 1. I'm going to try that first, and maybe some gold 2. I might slow down the recovery speed a little bit on it, and I might monkey with iron bias. I'm not sure. Now if I'm lowering the recovery speed, there's also a loss of stability that goes along with that. So you got to be careful with that one. And the loss of stability forces one to slow down. But when we nugget hunt, we hunt real slow anyway. And normally, if I'm hunting for the gold out here, in most areas, I've got my sweep speed slowed down as well as the iron bias turned down a little bit. And I slow way down and hunt like I'm hunting gold nuggets. So anyway, we're going to try a little cherry picking today, which I don't recommend a lot. If you've watched my videos before, I tell people dig all targets. Well, some places it's just impossible. And this is one of those places. So we're going to try something a little different here today. Before we get started here, I'm going to note something else about our ground here in Arizona. Settings vary greatly from area to area, country to country. In some places the ground can be mineralized evenly, although difficult ground, the mineralization is even enough throughout that ground that you're able to hunt in much different settings than a place like Arizona, where in 10 feet the ground can change drastically in mineralization. And this can drive the machine a little bit nutty. So sometimes here, perhaps a higher sweep speed on the Equinox 800 would be beneficial just for that reason, because it'll handle the ground a little bit better. But like I said, we're going to monkey around with it as we go here. And we're going to hit this trashy area here. And the cool part about this area, there's agate laying everywhere. If you look at the ground here. Rockhound's dream. It's mostly black agate in here. And they actually had an opal mine across the way over there. This stuff's laying all over in here. Some of it's real nice. And there's also some red. And then we got some brecciated stuff here. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Pretty cool stuff. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to add here, sometimes when we're talking about recovery speed, I'll say sweep speed, but that's just me. And it's actually recovery speed on this machine. And it can be adjusted, which is pretty cool. Depending on the ground you're in and what you're doing, it's fully adjustable. Well, what a way to start things out. I get a 25 signal, penny signal, and look right here. I mean, I'm in the Goldfields, and right here is a on the surface penny memorial cent. I don't even know if I can see the date on it. It's pretty messed up on this side. Right here laying with a nice little piece of greenstone and some agate. Who'd have thought? Someone just asked me if I ever find any coins in the Goldfields. Well, I do. Usually they're a little older than this one. Okay, back at it. Yeah, we got a target that's a 1 right in here. Kind of a choppy one. And we also have what appears to be a piece of ironstone laying right on top here. Now, I don't know if that's going to be our target. I guess not. Still trying to tell me there's something here. Still. Okay, we got whatever it is here. Now I've got no headphones on right now so you guys can hear this. Normally I wear headphones. There's some nice agate. Pretty stuff. That's got some red in it. Alright. Still in there. Now remember, today we're trying something different. I'm in pretty much stock settings, except I've dropped my recovery speed down to 5. I think stock's 6, but I'm down at 5 right now. And it's sounding a little better now. I think I see a piece of lead right here, or tin foil. Alright, that was this little bitty piece of tin foil. It was down a little bit. Sounded pretty darn good. Well, we found a decent target. This one's coming up a 1-2-1-2. And what it was a double BB. Something I'd never seen before. Shotgun pellet that's stuck together, I guess, when it was made. But that very well could have been a gold nugget. Yes, sirree. And I'm hunting right among all this trash and stuff, so we're hoping for a nugget. Yeah, this one came up as a 7/8. It's a 22 long rifle casing. It was down about 2 inches. So the cherry picking's going well so far, except I haven't found a nugget, but I'm getting non-ferrous stuff out of all this junk without any trouble at all. Back at it. Alrighty, here's our results of cherry picking with the Equinox 800. My little double BB, little shoe rivet brass, shell casing, a live shell, lead, nice chunk of lead, piece of a copper or brass something or other, small BBs, real tiny BB, lead, lead, more lead. Now this was all from just a totally trashy spot. Another little piece of lead. And again, when I say cherry picking, I was trying to look for non-ferrous targets in amongst all the old-timer trash here, and it seems to have worked quite well for me, except that I didn't get a nugget. But I did get a cool piece of quartz with green in it. Really neat looking. And a piece of fire agate. Might even have a little fire in it. Little low-grade piece, thin. Still cool. I always like agate. So all in all, a successful hunt. I was able to cherry pick all that stuff out of a huge trashy area. I know there's gold in there, but it just got hot too fast for me today. And again, that's where we're hunting, is over here. But it got too hot, guys. I'm going home. Alrighty, as I sit here in the AC and comfortably in my truck, it's got hot. I'm going to give some final thoughts on the Equinox in the Goldfields for today anyway. Definitely a good detector for hunting nuggets. No doubt in my mind this machine will do the job quite well. It's going to hear a good sized nugget at real nice depth, and it's going to hear the real small stuff at pretty good depth too, as well as right up close to the surface. Different areas are going to require different adjustments. Depending on the soil, you can use more or less recovery speed or iron bias. If the soil's allowing it, you can turn both those down quite a bit and gain some depth. In really hot soil, I think if you turn the recovery speed down and the iron bias down too much, the machine gets a little unstable, and that can be an issue in some places. And the main thing is to go slow. Go slow and give the machine time to see what's below the coil. And it'll do just fine as a gold nugget hunting machine. The lead I found today, all those could have been gold. And they were in a very trashy spot. And I was basically using stock settings on the machine to cherry pick with a sensitivity of 17. Because anything above that, it got pretty unstable. But like I said, a fun machine. A good machine for somebody who wants to be able to nugget hunt and coin relic hunt. And have a machine that will do both quite well. I'm impressed. And is it going to replace any of my gold machines? No. My pulse induction machines I use for a specific reason. And I think the Gold Monster has an edge on this machine in our hot soil here. I'll put it that way. I have not had an opportunity to take this machine anywhere but Arizona and the local Goldfields because it's summer and we just haven't traveled much. And that opinion may change down the road. But I like the fact the machine's fully adjustable for just about any environment you choose to hunt with it in. That is the big thing. That is the big plus. And I guess it's nugget shooter out at this point.